Me for now.
We're not live.
Okay, is the video still restricted? Oh. All right. So 1 minute left, everyone. If you're tuning in now, good to see ya. All right, let me know when to go, Michael. Is this on screen? Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our first ever attempt at live streaming the Battle of the Books book title announcements. I don't think that made grammatical sense, but that's not what y'all care about. So first off, I'm just going to do a quick overview on what Battle of the Books actually is for anyone who's new. Battle of the Books is our annual major program where we invite all of the local middle schoolers here in Northville to form up into teams and study the 7 books that are picked by the librarians every year. You guys get free copies of the books once you register, and you get to disseminate those with throughout your team as however you would like. And then the teams meet up in March 8th this year to face off to see who knows the books the best. Winner gets their team name engraved on a plaque at the front of the library, gift cards, and most importantly of all, bragging rights. So let's get started. How do you register for Battle of the Books first off? Registration starts tomorrow, December 1st, and goes up through January 30th, which is the day of the mandatory managers meeting. Each team does need an adult manager, and they all need to attend the meeting so that they learn how Battle's going to work, because every year we do have some changes. In order to register for Battle, you have 2 options. You can check it out online if you go to the Northville District Library website, which is northvillelibrary.org, and visit the Attend section of the website. Under Teen, there is a section called Battle of the Books. Click on that. There should be a link starting tomorrow that includes the form to register. If you would rather register with a paper form, all of the schools do have copies of the form now, but you can also pick it up at the library. Each team only needs to send in 1 form. They will list the titles. I don't know how well you guys can see it, so I'm going to cover it up just to make sure. And right on the inside, you just have to fill this part out. Please write legibly. I unfortunately struggle some years to read it. But all the information that you need is here and also on the library website. All right. Once you're registered, you get a free bag full of the battle books. You get to keep the books and the bag. But if you need other extra copies, you can also check them out on the library shelves. They're going to be downstairs in the teen section over by the teen new books. Look for the wooden shelf that looks kind of like a house. And each family can check out 2 battle books at a time and have them out for 2 weeks. All right. But I'm pretty sure you guys are bored of me just talking about Battle and you'd rather actually hear about the books. So let's see. Drum roll for our first book. This is a survival adventure story all about the bonds of a broken friendship. And also just how much it's actually pretty scary to be caught in a raging river. This is Rebecca Barron's Alone in the Woods. Next up, we've got a fantastic Afrofuture-punk sci-fi adventure. This is Kwame Mbalia's and Prince Joel McCunnan's Last Gate of the Emperor. Open this book if you're interested in video games, planetary adventures, and of course, awesome robot lions. Next up, this one's a little spooky, but I think you're all brave enough to take it. What's scarier than moving into a new house? Moving into a new haunted house. This is the story of Harper Rain, who moves into a new home that has some strange sounds just at night when nobody should be wandering around, strange sights out of the corner of her eyes, and the feeling that's always there of someone standing right behind her. Will she make it through? Will she be okay? You'll have to read and find out in Spirit Hunters by Ellen O. Next up, we have one that I'm sure you're not going to get mixed up with Last Gate of the Emperor. We've got The Emperor's Riddle, an adventure and mystery story all about a girl named Mia as she tries to track down her Aunt Lynn, as well as some ancient, long-lost treasure. There are riddles, just like in the title, maps, and some pretty interesting facts about China all throughout this book. Can you solve the mystery? Or will Aunt Lynn be lost forever? Read it and find out. Next up is a pretty darn fun book, all about the value of $1. Or in this case, $5,368,709.12. That's the amount that Felix and Benji have 30 days to spend. They've got to spend it in 30 days to win $10 million each. And if they don't, well, things won't go well for them. They can't tell anyone and can't let anyone find out. Will they manage it, or will things go wrong? Read it and find out in this fantastic realistic fiction story, Millionaires for the Month by Stacey McNulty. Next up, now how did this end up in the battle selection? Someone betrayed us. I mean, well, this is a very strange one. I don't remember picking this book, but it's a good fantasy one, so I suppose we'll go through it as long as you all understand that it's completely fictional and made up. This book is called Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, which I've never heard of. Who thinks a librarian could be evil? And it's by Brandon Sanderson. It's a fun fantasy tale all about Alcatraz as he tries to chase down a magical bag of sand left to him by his parents and the strange, sinister librarians who have stolen it. Now, mind you, any resemblance to actual librarians is completely silly. None of us would be evil. Last but not least, I think some of you are going to be very excited about this one. We have My Hero Academia, Volume 1 by Kohei Horikoshi. This is one of the most popular manga, and I'm sure some of you have already read it or watched the amazing anime. It's the story of an unpowered kid named Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku, as he tries to make his way through the world full of superheroes. 80% of his world is actually given superpowers, so he's definitely the odd one out without them. And his dream, more than anything else, is to be a hero like his own idol, All Might, who saves the world over and over again with a smile. But when he's told by All Might himself that nobody without superpowers could become a hero, well, what do you think would happen then? Read it and find out. All right. Those are all of our battle books for this year. And again, in addition to getting the free copies, you can check them out downstairs at the library. And they will be available for checkout starting at opening tomorrow. Now, if you'd like to find out more information about Battle of the Books or other awesome library programs, we've got tons of great ones coming out, and I'm only a little bit biased about that. You can check out our amazing newsletter, which hits a lot of homes at the end of November. So a lot of you might have it in the mail right now, or you can take a look at our library website at northvillelibrary.org. Thanks for joining us, and good luck with Battle of the Books. May the books be ever in your favor. Are we done? Yay. Did the feed get cut?